me, sir? Would you have room for one more?
Maybe. What's your name?
Mary?
What happened to your horse?
I don't know, sir. She started walking really slow, and I don't think she's gonna make it. But I really have to get to Albany.
What have you been feeding her?
Just grass, mostly.
Huh. That happens.
Are you ready? Yeah. Can't believe it's been a year now since he's been gone. God rest his soul. I know. It's been a year. Okay, let's get you home for the rest. Okay. Come here. Why are you laughing? It's raining. It is raining. I told you it was going to rain. Thanks be to God. Come on, let's go home. Yeah. If we have another drought like last summer, we'll be dead. It's going to rain. I could feel it.
It's enough, Eliza. It's two. Say grace. Father, we have gathered to share a meal in your honor. Thank you for putting us together as family. And thank you for this food. Bless it to our bodies, Lord. Thank you for all the gifts you've given to those around this table. Help us use these gifts to your glory. Guide our mealtime conversations and steer our hearts to your purpose. In Jesus' name, amen. Can I ask you something?
Yes.
What will you do if I pass on?
That's not gonna happen anytime soon.
His will be done.
You know, I don't like having these conversations at dinner.
Liza,
Mother.
are you still saved?
Yes? You see me pray?
Of course I do. But you believe in him.
Of course I do.
I can tell you have doubts.
Yeah. I have my doubts.
About?
I look around and all I see is suffering. Our stock won't grow. My father is dead. And you're very sick.
It's just a cough.
I often wonder if God exists. Why he puts us through these hardships. Why is there so much pain and suffering? I pray, and I ask for his help. But all there is greater suffering. You know, God does not exist. It's utterly foolish.
What did you say? God does not exist, Mother. There are evil spirits all around us. They're trying to grab a hold of us. They're trying to grab a hold of you. Never, and I say never, deny our Maker. Do you understand? Liza, I'm only telling you this because I love you.
Yes, I love you too.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Bernard Duncan. I'm with the United States Treasury Department.
Are you stranded?
No, I'm not. Mrs. Murphy, I assume.
That's correct, Mr. Duncan.
Oh,
What can I do for you?
is this your daughter?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
Oh.
Don't be shy. Introduce yourself to the man.
Hello, sir. My name is Eliza.
Liza, that's a pretty name. I'm very happy to meet both you ladies tonight. I apologize for attending such late hours. But I must ask you a question. Is this the property of Private Murphy?
What's the property? Passed not too long ago.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that, Mrs. Murphy. I too am a widower and empathize with you. I'm very sorry.
My condolences.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
I was hoping that you could invite me inside so that we could have a discussion. Again, I want to apologize for my rudeness in such late hours.
The night is still young, Mr. Duncan. Liza, go ahead. Fetch Mr. Duncan here a cup of water. I'm sure you're parched. You can sit down here.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Your daughter is quite lovely.
Thank you. She means the world to me.
You know, I have a daughter as well. She's my only. Her name is Fiona.
Oh, that's a lovely name.
She's quite lovely herself. However, I imagine she is still quite angry at me.
Oh.
You could say that we have a very strong disagreement.
Liza, go outside.
No. I insist she stay, if that's fine with you, Mrs. Murphy.
That is fine. You can stay.
Mrs. Murphy, Miss Eliza, while I am aware of you, I don't think that you are quite familiar with me. As I said before, I'm from the U.S. Treasury. Have you heard of the Northwest Ordinances? They were just enacted by Congress.
I have only heard rumors.
This is us here. The government wants to name this territory Michigania. The ordinance divides these territories into townships, and then the townships are divided into 36 sections. Each one of these sections is 640 acres. So it's quite a lot of land that we're talking about.
What exactly are you proposing, Mr. Duncan?
The U.S. Treasury is proposing to buy out your husband's land voucher for $1 per acre. In return, we will give you a generous percentage of the long-term revenue that will be generated as well once the townships are formed and we sell them to the public.
My husband fought and bled for the cause of the Continental Army. The government respectfully paid us in land vouchers, and now you want to take our vouchers back?
These sections will offer great opportunities, and they will help us pay back our pre-existing debt from the war, which will allow us to grow as a more functional and stable union.
Will our liberties still be upheld?
A statehood will be established. Freedom of religion will be granted to every citizen. All the laws in these new states will follow the national example. There will be trial by jury, and involuntary servitude will be prohibited. If you make this deal, we will also name the township or the county after your husband's name. The veterans of the Continental Army will always be revered in this state.
How would you be paying for the land vouchers?
There are banks in Pennsylvania that will give you bills of credit if you accept this offer. The bills of credit are redeemable in coins.
No, if I were to accept your offer, I would want coinage up front. I saw the depreciation of the continental currency. I refuse to take notes.
Well, the opportunity is here. Look at this. Think of these coins as somewhat of a down payment. Think it over with your daughter. I will be back in a night or two for your final decision, which I hope is the right decision. I need to go.
Well, if you want, you could stay here for the night.
Oh, no. I appreciate the offer. I need to observe some more land early tomorrow morning. I must leave.
Okay.
Thank you again for your time.
If you double-cross me, or if you're lying to me in any way, Mr. Duncan, I'll be getting more than just my land back.
I assure you, this is a legitimate offer, Mrs. Murphy. You ladies have a fine evening.
I personally think he's made us a good offer.
I don't know. Something doesn't feel right about this.
Don't know.
I could sense that you were dying last night.
Evil spirits sent you here.
I sent myself. I don't believe in evil. I also sensed that you don't believe either. What if I told you that I could make you immortal? That I can give you eternal life?
Leave!
What have you done?
How do you feel?
Different. I'm confused.
What if I was to tell you that from now on you will live forever? That you are an immortal, just like me. We are individuals of the night, and we thrive on human blood to survive. But you will never see the sun again.
You coerced me into a creature?
No.
Am I now a demon?
We are not demons. Think of it more as a gift of transcendence. Something supernatural. You were dying before. Dying! But I transformed you. I transformed you into something stronger, something healthier, someone more powerful than you can ever believe. And you will become more powerful as you live on. When Eliza enters.
Don't you dare say her name.
We can start a new family together. We can be together. We can be companions.
Stay away from my Eliza. And I am asking you to politely leave, you shag bag.
What kind of woman are you?
I said get out!
Who can give up on a special gift like that? A gift of immortality! You ungrateful bitch! You ungrateful wretch! Eliza.
Mr. Duncan? Mother, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Eliza, Mr. Duncan was just on his way out.
Your mother is a lot better now. And soon, you will be as well.
Get off!
beautiful night.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Emma. Yours?
It's Fiona. Do you want to walk with me?
Sure. Not here. We can go back to my dorm.
How'd you know it was me?
Who else would come to my door at this late hour?
How you been, Fiona? You know, it's been a moment.
Looking at it, Victoria. I must say you look younger since last I saw you.
And you, well, you look sicker.
The sensitivities are returning.
Here, try this.
How fresh is this?
This type O negative. I have a new contact now. He's oblivious. You're looking at the most curious medical research specialist. I'll give you his number. But you can be whatever you want. Nurse, whatever. Just make sure he stays oblivious. Oh, and it's always cash upon delivery.
You know I can do that.
You know, I gotta say, it's refreshing to no longer have to worry about killing for blood.
Surprised to hear you say that.
Oh, why? When this world is a cesspool, the mortals are toxic. I mean, there are pollutants in the air, chemicals in the food and water. Hell, people can't even breathe without it hurting them. Fiona, our world, is dying. Contamination in the fresh water, rivers and oceans polluting. You know what it's like when an economy crashes. Yet the mortals live on as if nothing is happening.
It will catch up with them. The same way it did with us.
You have to have hope. Don't be discouraged.
It's hard not to be.
But you can't stop what's coming. Even the earth is mortal.
And what can we do?
not use aggression and force towards the mortals. I mean, warn them. Warn them before it's too late. Hell, I even took night classes to engage the youth. And they are the future, after all. This is going to be peaceful, clean, and prosperous world. I mean, we're going to have to start living by the same principles ourselves.
So, what's next for you?
I'm moving before this all turns to hell.
Where to?
I don't know yet.
I think you do.
Further north. Somewhere remote. Canada, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Do what you want.
Look. If you ever need anything, contact this guy. He'll give you the freshest blood around.
City folks just don't get it.
I think the greatest threat domestically to the country is this $21 trillion debt hanging over the cloud of America and future generations. And the fact that interest rates are going up, we're going to be paying close to over $400 billion in interest expense, which I think is the number one or number two issue in terms of federal expense to the country. The only way we're going to get out of it.
So who's following this? I'll give an example. When the US economy hit bottom following the collapse of '09, quantitative easing was introduced, or QE. Now, granted, it was unconventional in its approach, but it was the exact catalyst that was required to stimulate the economy after the recession. Can anyone else think of any tactics or strategies the government can use to stimulate a failing economy? Anyone? Lindsay?
I think that if we had another recession or depression, we could have a stimulus program, like the last one we had, which did a lot to recover, but it should have done a whole lot more.
That's exactly right. And I completely agree, more could have been done to stimulate the economy. With the Recovery and the Reinvestment Act of 2009, we should have seen a more pronounced increase in GDP. But good example, Lindsay. Anyone else?
I don't agree. This idea that there might be some person or some group that would know the correct amount of money or the proper rate of interest or exactly how much needs to be pumped back into the economy is kind of presumptuous. Governments aren't supposed to run the economy. The people are supposed to run the economy.
Those ideas only represent the large and wealthy corporations. before the collapse, we had what you're proposing, and the CEOs made and continue to make billions while the middle class is shrinking. Now we have this huge gap between the rich and the poor on levels that we have never seen before. We need more intervention.
That's a representation of class envy, which is also part of the problem. But the bigger elephant in the room is our reckless fiscal and monetary policy, which causes inflation, which is the hidden tax that is truly destroying the middle class. Our government is reaching record amounts of debt. And if we don't change our ways, then that will lead to the devaluation of the dollar and ultimately complete economic collapse.
I'm gonna have to side with Lindsay on this one. You can't bypass the government and the Fed. You especially can't leave them out of monetary policy. If you think that we as a populace can just stand back, bypass the government and the Fed and just have monetary policy set itself, that isn't gonna happen. Frankly, the philosophy that we can somehow avoid government intervention, that dates back 200 years.
Professor Williams, I'm not saying that we should go back to the way things were 200 years ago. We want to improve on what life was like back then. But it sounds to me like you want to go back 1,000 or 2,000 years, just as the Greeks and Romans and other civilizations were debasing their currency.
Oh, okay. I am not a proponent of the monetary policies of the Emperor Diocletian. Let's just get that clear, okay? What's your name again?
Fiona.
Fiona. But I am a proponent of the monetary policies that followed World War II. These policies, they produced the strongest generation of economic growth our nation's ever seen. They allowed for mild inflation. There was effective government interventions into the fiscal systems, keeping them from spiraling out of control. The policies stimulated the economy when it was required, but they still fostered and sustained a strong middle class.
But there are evidence that those policies prolonged the agony of the Great Depression. I saw so much suffering during that time that could have been alleviated by liquidating the debt so that inflation wasn't allowed to escalate.
You've seen a lot, right? How old were you in the 30s? You look great for your age, by the way. Okay, all right, but all seriousness now. Fiona, they're all very valid points. We're just gonna have to agree to disagree.
Excuse me, Professor Williams, I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's past 10 p.m.
Oh, my apologies for keeping you over class. I'll see you next week. And don't forget to upload your papers on monetary policy by midnight tonight if you want full credits. Next week is midterm, and we will follow up with discussions on aggregate demand, okay? Have a good weekend. Fiona, can I talk to you for a minute? I just wanted to apologize. I didn't mean to insult your age back there.
It's all good, Professor Williams. I slipped back there, and I have learned to take a joke in my many years. I really enjoy your lectures.
Thank you. And, you know, despite our obvious differences of opinion, it's really refreshing being able to debate with somebody without having them resort to attacks or using other fallacies. I do hope you participate more in class. I like to be challenged once in a while.
I will keep that in mind. I really do have to go, though. I've got to tighten up that paper.
Yes, you should attend to that.
Have a great weekend.
Fiona, if you don't have your paper uploaded by midnight, don't worry about it. I won't mark it down.
I appreciate that.
Good night, Fiona. 30 minutes to take the exam, class.
I overslept. I'm so sorry.
You have 30 minutes to take this.
I can handle it.
There's 100 questions here.
It's multiple choice. I can handle it, believe me.
All right. Good luck. How was the exam?
It was alright. A little challenging though. I really love the parts on production function.
I'm sure you did very well, Maggie.
When should we be back?
Well, you know what? Don't worry about it. Let's take the rest of the evening off, okay? It'll give me a chance to get these graded and the marks posted by tomorrow.
Thank you.
Class, I'm sure your minds are all mush by now, and the last thing you want to do is start talking about aggregate demand. So as soon as you're done, you're free to go for the evening. Have a great weekend, and remember, presentations are due next week. Just remember to stick to the rubric, okay? Fiona, is that you?
Yeah.
Are you all right? You don't look good.
Yeah, no, it was just, probably some bad food I ate.
Okay, well, I canceled lecture for tonight. And if you want to take the exam another time, I'll allow it because you're sick.
I'm fine. I want to finish it.
Okay. It wasn't too bad, was it?
Easy. Thank you for letting me take it under these circumstances.
No worries. You feeling any better? You didn't look well back there.
I feel much better. Thanks.
You know what always makes me feel a lot better?
What's that?
A nice cup of hot tea. Would you like to have tea with me tonight?
Okay. Let's go.
I have to say, it feels a little odd having tea with a current student. You lecture and you consult and you share ideas, but you always keep them at a distance. Here we are having tea. It's almost like you're a real human.
I don't think it's that weird. Society and social structure just tells us it's creepy, but we can choose to ignore the construct. So do you have any more books coming out?
Well, I wouldn't think a supposed fan of Mises and Friedman would be a follower of my work.
Give me a break. You're everywhere.
Locally, maybe, but to answer your question, yes, I am writing a new book, as a matter of fact.
What's the topic?
It's about the shrinking middle class and the reasons why it continues to vanish. No surprise, I use Keynesian-style solutions to support my conclusions.
Well, I think it's impressive how you continue to get your work published. I know how competitive it can be.
Thank you. Can I ask you a personal question?
Fire away.
So why are you so enthralled with Austrian-style economics? I read your paper last night. It was very erudite and informed. And to be honest, I think it's one of the best papers I've ever had turned in.
Well, it's a reflection of freedom, as you know. It allows equal opportunity, prosperity, a system in which everyone has the right to life and liberty, and no one has the right to deprive anyone of those things. And the fact is that liberty isn't given a fair shake in our society, or many societies for that matter, not by our politicians, not in the media, and I'm sorry to say, not in our education system. It's just against the status quo. If people truly understood the philosophy of liberty and that it's a choice, we would have a much more free society. When there are fewer restrictions, people have the opportunity to make the choices that are best beneficial to them, thereby making all of society more prosperous. And as misanthropic as people are, I think that with the right tools, humanity can thrive and bloom so future generations can live as freely as possible. What about you?
What about me?
Why are you so into economics?
I guess I like to think about how economics is a reflection of society. It's a living thing. Economics is about the world, it's about us. It's current, it's always changing, it's always interesting. It allows you to study competition and prosperity one day, but pollution and the environment the next day. Economics is about the modern world, about how we behave, about how businesses behave, about how governments behave. In economics, it teaches us to make decisions. Our entire world is about making decisions. Like, what should the government do in order to reduce the budget deficit? Or what should a small business do in order to increase their profit margins? Economics is about making choices. And then the future determines whether those choices are valid or not.
What's wrong?
I sometimes wonder if my choices have been valid.
Of course they're valid. You're a vision of success. You teach at a major university. You've been published again and again. What more could you ask for?
I don't have any children. Never been married. Still single. I've always kept men at a distance. I'm sorry, I can't believe I'm telling you this.
Listen. Marriage and relationships are nothing but distractions. You've made sacrifices and they have paid off for you. You're beautiful. You have plenty of time to meet someone if that's what you really want.
I suppose.
Is there anyone you're interested in now?
Well, there was this literature professor at State. Very intelligent. We met at a colleague's reading a few years ago and had some deeply compelling conversations about very important things. We lost track, though. I guess I lost his contact information.
So? You should reach out to him on whatever social media he's on and get in touch.
I'm not on there very much. Oh, I suppose I could reach out to him again.
You should go for it. You must never hold any regrets.
What about you? Ever been married? Do you have any family?
Well, I've never been married. I've been in and out of relationships from time to time, but nothing that's ever lasted. My mother died when I was very young, and my father was actually a government worker.
Good.
Yeah, he was a land speculator. But he disappeared ages ago, and the authorities could never track him. So.
How awful. How long ago was that? Are you all right?
Yeah, I will be right back.
Did you get sick again?
Yes. Should probably get home and get some rest.
Yeah, you should. But I had a good time tonight. We should do it again.
Good. So did I. I don't have a cell phone. I'm waiting on a new one. But if you ever wanted to come by after teaching or something, I live over at the lofts across campus on Cass, room 315.
If not, though, I'll see you in class next week, right?
Of course.
Go on, get some rest. Maybe see a doctor.
Good night, Professor Williams.
Call me Patricia.
Got the money?
You got the blood.
I always have the blood.
O negative, right?
That's what it's labeled. Money. You're short.
I'm not. That coin in there is worth hundreds.
You know, Victoria's never short. She never jerks me around like you do. Take your clothes off.
Not tonight, Devin.
You know the deal.
Not tonight. I can't. I'm on my period, and I'm really sick.
For all I know, this coin is worthless. But this has value to me.
Hello?
Hello, Patricia?
Speaking.
Hi, it's Roger. How's everything?
Roger. Hi. Thank you for getting back to me.
So sorry I missed your call last night. I was up late grading papers, and you know how that goes. We should definitely get together soon.
Yeah, absolutely. What's good for you?
Well, we're on break this week. I'm free tonight or tomorrow night.
I lecture tonight, but I'm free tomorrow.
Okay, that works. Are you still lecturing over at Wayne?
Sure am.
Good. I'll drive out to you then. What do you recommend out that way?
What about Granite City? Does that work for you?
Sure, I've been there plenty of times. How about we meet at, say, 6 o'clock?
Absolutely. And I'll make sure I don't lose your number this time.
I'll see you tomorrow, Patricia.
Bye, Roger.
America spends the most in the world when it comes to healthcare coverage per capita. Yet 33 million people are still left uninsured, and compared to all other developed nations, we rank last when it comes to quality of care.
Not only would a universal healthcare system be more efficient, it would also save businesses and entrepreneurs who have to bear the brunt of medical costs under our current system.
We believe this is fiscally responsible because not only would it cost less than our current system, but it would be far less costly in the long run.
Great presentation. Anyone care to challenge or refute? Okay. Let's pick up here next week. Don't forget to read chapters 22 and 23 on income and output. Thank you, Lindsay, Maggie. Fiona.
Hey, Patricia?
Roger. Hi.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. You look great, too.
So nice to see you. How have you been?
Well, since the last time we saw each other, I've just been profoundly overwhelmed with teaching and writing.
Do you have another book in the works?
I do. On the vanishing middle class. Thought I needed to get back to my roots again.
That's great. I always love reading your work.
Thank you. What about you? You look great. You look so happy.
No, I am. I just got married last month, actually.
Married. Wow, that's great. What's her name?
Her name is Kayla. She teaches too, actually. Literature as well, to be exact.
Can I start you all off with anything to drink?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the spicy cucumber margarita.
Okay, great choice. Really like that. Anything else for you, ma'am?
I think I'm gonna start with water. Thank you.
Okay, I'll get that right out to you.
Can you just excuse me for a second?
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Are you okay?
I'm alone. I'm so alone.
So we did the tax cut earlier in the week. Now we're going to do a spending bill. We have rules in place. The rules in place say that there are budget caps. So they've got a special little waiver they put in the spending bills because we're now going to exceed those caps. So the question is, are we serious about the debt? Are we serious about adding $1 million a minute to the debt? That's what happens. We borrow $1 million a minute. The deficit this year will be over $700 billion, $20 trillion in total. The total debt is bigger than our entire economy.
Tonight, a country deeply divided. All week, the banks closed, life savings locked up inside. Endless lines at ATMs with withdrawals limited to just $60 if you're lucky enough to find one that still has cash. Street demonstrations have disrupted in Ducati Park, and there are no signs of protesters going away. Opposition leaders who took part of the march fear the right to protest the law.
Dion, it's 1:30 in the afternoon, and your child has had nothing.
I'm looking as fast as I can.
Looking for what?
For canned food. What do you think I'm looking for?
There is no more canned food. Vivian used all that was left.
Trust me, it's in here.
Why would it be in here and not in the pantry?
I don't know. Stop bothering me.
Bothering you? This child is hungry, and you're not gonna find no food in here. I've been telling you all along, you need to step it up. Be a man. Be a father. This is why Vivian left you.
Don't bring her up again, okay, Casey? Don't bring her up. You should have told your daughter to step up and be a mother. You notice that she left your ass here too? I mean, what kind of woman does that?
Oh, she's coming back to get me and her daughter.
Like hell she is. This for your family, Doyle?
Yeah.
I do what I gotta do. There's nothing out there, man.
Please just stop.
No. I need you to mind your business. I need you to get the fuck off my properties. That's what I need.
What?
I need you to get the fuck off of my property.
Look, we all got families out here, okay? We don't need to see this shit. Will you please just stop?
Back off. Back off!
Hey, hey. I don't want any trouble, okay? I just need you.
Sick! Sick! You'll be eating it soon enough! Excuse me. Miss, can you help me? I'm hurt bad. I need a doctor. Can you get me to a...
Time now for Inside the America's Number of the Week. 200. That is in the new $200 Federal Reserve note that arrived in Washington, D.C. These bills are being rushed in to replace the old $100 bills that are due to be pulled out in January. This is the latest attempt by the government to crack down in the currency crisis. Earlier tonight,
Is there something you would like to tell me, Eliza?
Couldn't help myself.
You couldn't help yourself?
How I was attacked.
By?
A man.
So you didn't go to the party?
I did. I just didn't expect him to attack me. My stomach. I'm sorry, Josephine.
Sorry isn't good enough.
God, please. I need some good blood.
We don't have any more blood. Do you not remember drinking the last of it this morning?
My stomach. God, it hurts so bad.
Of course it does. Sit down. What did I tell you? How many times have I told you? I want you to sit there. I want you to sit there, and I want you to know what it feels like not to have someone bail you out. And next time you decide to go out and pull one of your shenanigans, you think twice.
I said I was sorry, okay? There's nothing else I could do.
I know. Here. Lie down.
Please forgive me. I really couldn't help myself. I was really provoked.
world is collapsing. I just don't understand why I have these sensitivities. But I shouldn't. We had this conversation centuries ago. It's very rare that the kindred are susceptible to such things. But it can happen just as we were warned about. I just feel so weak. It's not like before. I know. I'll bring you the substances you need. But how? There's nothing left. And this area is too contaminated. I know. But hold fast. I'll figure something out.
It's been 2 months since street demonstrations have disrupted in Ducati Park. Protesters going away. Earlier tonight,
Hey, you're not supposed to be in here. This building is closed.
Can you provide your assistance?
What do I look like? What's the problem, lady?
I require access to one of the institutions in here.
Institutions.
Yes. Private access.
And what makes you think you can do that?
This.
What's that supposed to be?
It's metal. Sound currency.
Oh, yeah? What's it worth?
Your job. And much more.
What do you need me to do?
Mind your own business and keep your silence.
I can do that.
I won't be long.
What about the other coin?
You'll get it in a day or two when I return. Sit up. There you go. Atta girl. One more. One more. Good. Lay down. There you go. Thank you. Shh, 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 shh. I don't have to speak. You just drink the blood. Now we got some good tested blood in you. Everything's gonna be fine. Mm-hmm. Sleep. My beautiful girl.
Look, Mayor, I just need your help, okay? She left me with nothing. The kids are hungry. My baby girl needs formula. I haven't had medicine in 3 months. There's nothing in the stores, okay? Nothing. Our neighbors are roasting their dogs for food. We can't live like that. I can't let my kids see me like that, okay? I just need you to help us out. I'll take any job. I promise. I'm trying to make this right. I know I screwed up, but I'm trying.
Yeah. You know, I gotta tell you, Deanne, I can't let you talk your way out of it. Not this time. But you still look pretty strong, so you could probably fight your way out of it.
Fight?
Yeah. See Big Red over there? Yeah, that one. He came in here just like you begging. And also like you, he didn't bring me anything worthwhile. So I told him the next chump that walked in here begging, well, by God, let's just let him earn it. So let's just fight it out. I think you're good. You can do it.
Yeah. That's fair.
Come on, yeah. I think it's fair. You think it's fair? I think it's fair. You think it's fair? Everybody thinks it's fucking fair? I think I'm very fair. We'll do it that way.
Rules. Starting position. There are no rules. There is biting. There is clinching. Hidden below the belt, that's a crowd favorite. This is no holds barred. But if you deliberately stay down, you will be shot. Hands up. Don't start until I say. Do it to him before he does it to you. Commence, and let's get it on!
Where'd you get this?
Some chick at work. What's it worth?
Did you steal this from her?
No. She gave it to me, honestly.
Why would she do that? It saved the bullshit.
She wanted me to let her buy security into one of the offices.
Which office?
Well, we keep the blood. Is it worth something or not?
She need the blood for her patients or something?
I don't know. She just wanted me to keep my trap shut and let her through.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a generator, a sweet water purifier, and a year's full of food. I'll have the boys follow you out there so they can drop it off. Tell Paul I okayed it.
No way. Thanks, Mayor. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Whoa. Tomorrow?
Yeah, that chick is coming back tonight again with another one of those coins.
All right. Take it easy then.
What did that red want?
Well, let's just say
Baby?
it's when I'm hoping. Holy shit. Just what I thought. It's the French angel coin, used by Antoine Dupree, who was sentenced to lose his head by guillotine during the French Revolution. According to urban legend, here it says that he was able to keep this coin in his pocket, bribe the guard, and escape.
What does that mean?
It means we have sound money. Real sound money. It means we get to retire from this shithole. Come on. All right, I'm gonna take off here in a minute. Don't tell anybody about this.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Jesus, Ami, what are you doing here? Somebody could see us together.
So? Remember, technically I'm your boss, too.
You ain't the boss of shit, okay?
Baby, I'm so sorry. I can't believe that bastard forced you to the pit. Okay, hear me out here. So first he tries to get into the opium business, but it's too competitive and no longer profitable. He realizes this right away. So then he moves over to the stuff of real value after the economic collapse. See, he knows people will always be hungry. People will always be desperate. People will always be sick. There will always be a need for this, a demand. He acts like he's this big black operations dealer. Come on. The only people he's using around here are the locals. He never would have made it back home.
Yeah, well, you know what? He seems to be making out pretty good in all this chaos, so...
Well, so far he is. And he's going to be making out more if martial law doesn't move in on us.
How so?
He just told me back there that Nate has a contact with someone who has ancient coins. They're worth a lot.
Are you for real?
He's meeting with Nate tonight. We should follow him. Can't his ass. Get out of here for good tonight. Huh?
Yeah. I guess we could do that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
God, hurts so bad. Josephine, I can't do this anymore. I'm not gonna make it. I know it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna die.
You're not gonna die. You're sick. You're very sick. But you are not going to die.
We're gonna get you some more pure tests to believe you're gonna be fine. Look at me. Oh. Say you're gonna be okay. Say it. I'm gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. You'll be fine. Okay? I know.
Oh, shit. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Relax. It's almost over. Here, I got you some more. It's too late. It is not too late. You're gonna pull through this. Here.
What's taking him so long? Let's go in.
No, you stay here. I'm going in.
The fuck I am. We're going in.
And we?
We
you
are
want to
going
be a
in.
we now? Where was we when I was getting the shit kicked out of me back there, huh? You stay and guard the van. I'm going in.
No. This was my idea.
What the hell is going on in here? Where are the coins?
Calm down. They're right over here. In this room.
Quit your babbling. Slowly and carefully get them for me. Hurry up. Hand them over. Where's the rest of them?
Right in here.
Get them.
You're not just gonna walk in here and take charge. You think I'm staying in the van? You're fucking crazy. Why don't you stay in the fucking van?
Oh, I should stay in the van?
You stay in the
I should
van.
stay in the fucking van? You shut the fuck up! You stay here, I go in. That's how this works. Fuck you.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
I thought we were in this together now. Hey! Don't move! Don't move! Get up. Nice and easy. Easy. That's it.